Greetings, loyal minions. Welcome back to the Sai Show. We have another new ninja hero with the ninja tower that seems to appear every second bloody week at the moment. Give us a different tower, small giant. We have a purple rogue called Satsui. We have the very generic ninja artwork, which is nothing new there. A lot of these ninjas are just looking almost the same lately, so that's great. We have the rogue, which gives the evade or dodge. So we have, once it's at master evade, we have 20% chance to dodge special skill damage. If it's dodge, we're also doing 50% damage to the attacker. So very useful class is the rogue, as those dodges can be quite annoying. And especially on defense teams, they seem to trigger quite often. But it can also save your butt, and I'm presuming she has a nice butt. But yes, could save her butt on offense as well. We've got the max power turned on, so we can see that we have the special boost. So we're getting an extra 30% for the special skill for 6 turns. So that's quite handy with a ninja who does have the ninja charge mana speed, so we can get those specials off quite quickly. So 6 turns should be generally enough to get at least, 1 charge if you're going to use it at 1 charge. Ninja family bonus is quite good. And we can see the bonus for 1, 2 or 3 heroes is a 5, 10 or 15% chance to dodge normal attacks and special skills, and a 5, 10, 15% chance to counter attack with 60, 90 or 120% of the damage received. So even just with one hero, you're still getting a little chance to evade and do a little bit of counter attack. So pretty nice. We have the standard decreased minion health passive. So every enemy minions inherit minus 50% less health, or 50% less health when summoned. As we know, there are quite a few good minion summoners from the Three Kingdoms portal, where their minions can't be removed, etc. from themselves, so that's always handy to lower the minions' health. So fantastic skill for some of those minion summoners. Looking at the stats, pretty good. Actually has reasonable defense for a ninja. They are generally a bit low, but the health there is a touch low. Not much, but not too bad. So you're looking at a pretty good all-around hero. Moving on to the special skill, we have Shade Cloak, which, as mentioned, runs at the ninja speed. So the first charge is very fast, slightly different than very fast, but basically runs it very fast, and then we get stronger as we go on. So on the first charge, we're dealing 400% damage to the target. The caster goes into hiding for 2 turns. It's very fitting for a ninja. While hidden, the caster can't receive new status effects or stacks, and all received damage is reduced by 30%. When the caster comes out of hiding, they deal 330 damage to all enemies who used special skills while the caster was hiding. I'm not a huge fan of heroes that sort of don't just do upfront damage. Obviously they can be useful. Sorry, I just said the O word. Maybe every time I say obviously I should start saying orgasm or something that's better than obviously. The big O. So yeah, I like the heroes that give the upfront damage, because you know what you're getting and it doesn't give the enemy a chance to hide. So this one is doing some upfront damage, so that's great. But the additional damage comes after a couple of turns, so goes into hiding, and it's only for 2 turns. So if the enemy isn't using any specials in those 2 turns, it's basically useless. You are getting less damage. You can't receive status effects or stacks, and you're doing a little bit of extra damage when you come out of hiding, but it's not a huge amount. That's at the first charge. Second charge, we're doing a 425% upfront hit. Just to compare that to the Hero of the Month, Zed, he was 440%. So even on the second charge, it's not a huge hit. Obviously the attack would possibly be slightly higher on this hero not being Hero of the Month. But anyway, the caster goes into hiding for 2 turns again. While hidden, the caster blah blah blah. All damage is reduced by 60% in this case, and when the caster comes out of hiding, they deal 449 damage to all enemies who used special skills while the caster was hiding. So again, it's only 2 turns. I know in certain scenarios 2 turns can be enough to have 4 or 5 enemies blowing all their special skills, but in a lot of cases that 2 turns could also lead to 0 damage. So you're basically just taking a little bit less damage on yourself. On the 3rd charge, we're hitting for 450 to all enemies. Okay, sorry, I think I totally stuffed up there. So on the 2nd charge, we're dealing 425% to damage to the target and nearby enemies. I don't know why I missed that the first time. That's really poor. Hand up, accountability, that's on me. So yeah, that's a lot better, obviously. That's a lot better orgasm than only hitting 1. So 425, so I shouldn't have compared it to the Hero of the Month. Just ignore everything I've said, most people do anyway. 425 to the target and nearby enemies, so pretty good hit there on the middle one, and you're doing that extra damage. The 3rd charge, we are 450% damage to all enemies. That is quite large. The caster goes into hiding for 2 turns. Same deal, except the damage is reduced by 80%, and when the caster comes out of hiding, they deal 508 damage to all enemies who used special skills while the caster was hiding. So I do like the ninjas for that fact that if you have a good board, you can instantly jump straight up to one of these really good skills and just sort of finish the enemy off. So imagine you get a purple diamond, you pop that, and you basically end up with the 3rd charge there, and you're hitting 450 to all enemies. Absolutely huge. I generally like to base them on that middle skill, the 2nd, because that's sort of running around about average speed. A little bit slower, I think, to get the full 2 charges. But yeah, you're getting 425 damage to the target and nearby, so quite a good hit to 3. The caster goes into hiding, as we know, and does the extra damage. Reasonably decent hero. Again, you're going to be pairing it with other purple hitters if you get some defense down on. And yeah, you do this as a follow-up hit. Hopefully get to that 2nd charge. Can be used on the 1st charge as a mini sniper, but you just have the added bonus of going into hiding, getting some extra damage if the enemy's using their skills. I don't like that it's only 2 turns. That's, even if that was 3 turns, I think that proves a little more useful. 2 turns, at least you're getting the follow-up damage quickly, but if 2 turns just isn't long enough in a lot of cases to get those special skills firing. And I also am not a huge fan of heroes that are sort of doing damage based on taking damage or based on the enemy casting their special skill, because if the enemy's casting their special skill, they're probably killing you. May not be killing her because she's hiding, but it's killing the rest of your team. So you know, it's much better to have like an ailment that you're putting up. So you know, if you're doing this poison damage, so if we take that 500, we'll go to the middle one, 449 damage over 2 turns. Like, I'd rather be doing 250 poison damage each turn because it's applying straight away. You don't have to wait till the end, and it's giving the enemy less chance to get a heal up, etc. So that's my take on Satsui. Let me know what you think. I have got some ninja pool tokens, so I will throw some summons up at the end of this video just as a bit of a bonus. Yeah, so keep watching and you'll see some summons. Solid hero. I don't think there's anything overpowered. I don't think she's going to be taking the game over. And with so many good heroes, it's, you know, if you're in that sort of top tier and have a very good roster, you're probably not going to find a lot of uses as in regards to like replacing one of your heroes, but definitely still useful. Great against the minion summoners and very useful overall. So it would make a good addition to most rosters and most teams. You generally find someone to replace, or gives you that flexibility to use Satsui in certain scenarios rather than some of your other purple hitters. I wouldn't chase. Don't go spending all your money. Donate it to me. No. Buy something nice for someone special in your life. But if you do pulls, I wish you the best of luck. I hope you get the heroes you're chasing. And I'm not going to say all that other crap about liking and commenting. You know all that stuff. So I appreciate your support. Give your kitty a scritch for me, and have a good one.
It's raining outside, so in my bedroom I will hide. With nothing much to do, I just sit and think of you. An hour passes by, it's still raining, I still hide. This girl is on my mind, I know that I must find a way to tell her she should be mine. If I write a song that tells her why he's wrong and why she should be moving on, then maybe she will see it isn't meant to be. And maybe she might see a future here with me, in my bedroom where I dream. The song will make her smile as I tell her that I love her. I hope that I can sing it just right, so that she just might decide to stay the night here with me, in my bedroom where I dream. The song is finished, so I read it one more time before she sees it. I think it's perfect, I hope that she will love me for it. Wake up early and find her in the morning beside her father's grave. I sit with her to make her feel better. She cries on my shoulder, that's when I show her the song it made for her, in my bedroom where I dream. I sung it as planned, I tried to hold her